Imagine a trade between two different sports leagues, the NBA and NHL. And imagine the trade involving some of the sport's largest stars. Yeah, that almost happened.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
Wilt Chamberlain is known as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and most notably for his NBA record 100 points in a game. Bobby Hull is also known as one of the greatest hockey players of all time, and most notably retired as the second leading goal scorer in NHL history, currently 12th respectively. It's insane to even think of a cross-sport trade. It's like something that crazy uncle of yours would come up with. Imagine him saying, "You know what? They should trade that Michael Jordan for Wayne Gretzky." And then he asks you if you agree or if you think it's a good idea, and you have to play along like it's the most amazing idea you've ever heard. Yeah, this is a real thing. The trade was proposed after the 1972 season by LA Lakers and LA Kings owner Jack Kent Cooke. He offered the trade to Arthur Wirtz, who had stake in the Chicago Bulls and owned the Blackhawks. In the trade, the Los Angeles Lakers would send Wilt Chamberlain over to the Bulls for Bobby Hull to go to the LA Kings. Cooke offered the trade because Hull was upset that the Blackhawks wouldn't give him the money that he wanted. This led him to beginning contract negotiations with the Winnipeg Jets, who were part of the WHA, which was an up-and-coming hockey league. Cooke did not want him to leave the NHL, so he wanted to trade for him. He eventually came up with the idea of trading Wilt Chamberlain for Bobby Hull. He felt that the Bulls would be intrigued because they needed a star player to sell their tickets. In Cooke's mind, he thought it was a win-win situation. His LA Kings would be getting the star they needed, and the Chicago Bulls would be selling tickets, which is good for the owners in the NBA. But when he brought the trade proposal up to Wirtz, he immediately denied it and barely even acknowledged it, because he honestly thought he was joking. Maybe he didn't even think of it because Wilt didn't have a crazy Wilt year. He clearly regressed a little bit, with a career low in points at the time, where he averaged 14.8 points, 19.2 rebounds, and 4.0 assists per game. Ultimately, they couldn't stop Hull from going to the WHA and signing with the Winnipeg Jets, where he played for the rest of his career, even when the Jets were integrated into the NHL. And in the end, it was a smart move for the city of Chicago, as Wilt retired the very next season. Can you imagine if this trade really went down? I don't know much about the NHL. I can only imagine how this trade would have changed their history. And then imagine what this trade could have done to the NBA. Maybe the trade made Chicago a little better and created a chain reaction, which changed everything all the way up to the 1984 draft, where Michael Jordan isn't selected by the Chicago Bulls. I don't know, maybe I stretched it a little bit, but I love thinking about things like this, and if you do too, I suggest you like and subscribe, because I'm only getting started. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're almost at 9K already. Thank you all for the support, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time.